Got to get a push. Honestly, got to get a push. That's pretty much it.
How did it feel to score your first touchdown? I know a losing effort, but nice to get in the end zone.
Used to being in the end zone previous years. Not a different feeling.
Well, Dontae, do you think there was something different about the second half? It seemed the first half you guys could get the running game and even maybe the passing game a little bit going. The second half, especially the third quarter, you guys believe only about 4 yards. Anything you noticed from the Wake Forest defense when you guys would go out there, or just a little bit of a counterattack at halftime?
They had the same stuff that we went over throughout the whole week. Just couldn't capitalize as a team.
I mean, weather's weather. It was the same thing for them, so it shouldn't have an impact. But obviously, it's difficult to play in rainy and windy conditions. But again, it shouldn't be an excuse.
How difficult is it with this being really the first game of adversity as far as overall offense? How do you bounce back from that?
I mean, we really just got to come together. We got to go in. I mean, it's gonna be good film to watch. I've been dealing with adversity my whole life. I just got to lead the guys, and I know they're gonna regroup and they're gonna bounce back. So, but again, just not a good game.
What do you think the biggest key to regrouping is and trying to bounce back from a loss like this?
Not letting a loss like this get to us. Obviously, it's a game that we came in, we were confident in. I'm still confident about the guys. I love all my brothers and the coaches. I got faith in them. So I know we're gonna get right, but today we just didn't execute. The players didn't do our job.
Coach talked about wanting to run the football more. Was there maybe like a good feeling you had about the passing game that maybe aided in Coach calling more passing plays, or just the way the game worked out?
I just Coach sees a lot, so he's got a lot of experience under his belt. So whatever he calls, I trust in what he's doing. The running game, I think the running game did a lot better today. Passing game, we just we got to stay balanced with it.
Coach said that you guys got blitzed a lot. I saw you got flushed, obviously. Did that make it real tough to throw the deep ball today, other than the weather, obviously?
When they blitz, that should be money for us, because that means they got a man down. So we just got to go and film. Really got to get on the same page as all the guys.
Eric, sorry if you've been asked this, but Edith Howell, first game out 100 yards receiving this year. How come you guys weren't really on the same pace tonight? What did Wake do?
If you ask Arm, I'm sure he doesn't really care about the stats. The only stat that matters is win and loss. So, it's tough. Obviously you just want to win. That's my only goal.
When you see blitz from the opponent, how much does the audible come from you guys on the field, or how much does it come from the coaching staff on the sideline?
The coaches teach us what to do, so we should be able to execute when we're told and when we see the looks that they tell us about.
At the end of the first half, when you guys got in the red zone and then ran the hurry-up, obviously you did throw the interception. Can you just tell us what you were seeing, when you ran up to the line? What the defense was showing you?
We had them. Just the ball didn't come out of my hand the way I wanted it to, but we had them. So.
A lot of Coach Baber's offense depends on reads on the field. How difficult did Wake Forest make it to make the correct reads and make the easier plays?
Personally, I think it was just us stopping ourselves. I think we just really got to execute the things and not let it get too big. So I think it was just us stopping ourselves.
2 more questions for Eric.
What's the hardest part about throwing in these conditions? Is it moisture? Is it wind?
You just really got a good grip on it. If you don't get a good grip, it's kind of tough. But it's the same for them. So weather shouldn't be an excuse.
Dino talked about. You obviously took some hits out there. He thought it may have affected you a little bit throwing the ball. Is there anything that was hurting you? Anything mechanically that you felt contributed to that?
I got banged up a little, but I was fine the next play. Just got to execute. But I was fine.
Last question.
Amba said that his unsportsmanlike conduct penalty was he wanted to defend you. I wasn't sure what was happening on that play.
Yeah, I'm proud of Amba. He's got my back. It's cool to hear that. He's willing to go to war for me. I'm willing to go to war for him, but he saw a guy standing over me. So.
Is there anything he was doing particularly that was frustrating? The guy standing over you?
I don't know. Personally, I was in the heat of the moment, so it's a question for him. So.